Hello, Andy from Cornish Motorcycle Diaries here, and as I've owned Goldie for just over a year, now it's time for a State of the Union address. No, not that one. Or that one. No, we're talking about how things are today with me and my BSA. Yes, I've had my ups and my downs, but I'm still here with Goldie, so let's tell you all the good stuff and a little bit of the bad stuff.
Step number one, let's go for some fuel and talk about fuel consumption. So I don't know if you can see the trip meter there, we're on 156. We have got the orange warning light. I've never had the temerity to run it right down to the point where it's stuttering, at least not intentionally. So all I can say is that for most purposes you can expect 150 miles. 146 miles, let's see how many litres we get in. I'll even try and convert that to gallons in old money for you. Let's go, go, go. I think we get much more in there, me Anselm. Okay, 9.33. That, most conveniently, is just a fraction over 2 gallons. And so we've done 47 miles. And that means that's 73 to the gallon, roughly speaking. Make sure I get this right. There we go. That click usually means it's in, but not on this occasion. There we go. That doesn't look actually right. I think that's on. It's in. Yes. Petrol cap is a bit of a negative, really. It's never felt really that secure. So, reminding myself, how many litres? Yeah, 146, 9.33 litres, just a smidge over 2 gallons. That's about, let's call it 70 miles per gallon. And that is pretty consistent on this bike. Let's see if we can get it back to 0. Right, just ticking away contentedly. Sounds great. There is some vibration in the bars that tick over, actually, just noticed. It soon goes away when you pull away. Oil level, which I haven't checked, but in actual fact hasn't dropped at all since it was serviced. Tyres still within limits. And for the moment, at least, I've got the bike as I want it. So we have the bar end mirrors, we have the shrouded shocks, we have a rear rack. I think possibly the next thing I'm going to buy is a bag to put on the back, which can put bits of camera equipment and other little bits and pieces, maybe a waterproof, just for medium trips. For longer trips, I'm still going to think about actual luggage. I can see various solutions around that people have used, including panniers of various kinds. Hoping to get up to Exeter again, also to meet up with Lumpy Cards if I can. An update. Still haven't heard about the BSA Bantam. It's been promised for so while now, but keep you updated on that one for absolute certain. This bike's certainly going nowhere at the moment. Very nicely. It is, as I keep saying to people, such a nice bike to ride. It's got that lovely blend of torque and enough acceleration to get you going. What you're not going to do is take on idiots in gnarly BMWs and fancy sports cars, because they will show you their heels, but who the F cares about that sound? I've still got the Aochi on and working, and the fancy one yourself, I say they're very useful. Code CMD22 is still very much in operation. As I said, I found it handy for many things, and I'd find it handier still if I had helmet intercom, considering engine bars, and then possibly some lights to put on them, because one thing I am going to definitely change is the headlight bulb on the bike, which is it's just awful. Really the worst I've ever had. Unfortunately, nighttime rides are not a major thing with me, but even so, there are times when you do need it both to see and be seen. Oh, and to anybody thinking this will affect the warranty, no, it doesn't. Not in this case. But in general, if you're planning any major modifications, there was this awful story about a chap who cut a piece out of his airbox thinking he'd get more air in and therefore the bike would be faster. All that happened was it caused the bike to run lean, run hot, and then blow the piston up, which resulted in I think about a £2,000 bill, which is ouch making. I suggest any engine tuning, you wait until the warranty is expired, and you know, if you want a faster bike, get a faster bike, is my advice. You know, plenty out there with twice the horsepower, 3 times the horsepower, 4 times the horsepower, 5 times the horsepower. You know, it's horsepower you're after. This is not your bike. If it's something that feels wonderful to ride, then it most definitely is. Sides out. That was looking good. Beautiful evening.
Andy for the future cutting in here, and to me the sound of the exhaust as you potter along these narrow back streets is just a joy. Now I've removed the baffle, which is quite easy to do. Other people have then replaced it with a smaller baffle from Tech Bike Parts. There is a link in the description. There are other exhaust options beginning to surface, including the Tech Rocker one. There is a Norman Hyde one. So yes, if you want to modify the sound of your exhaust, you are free to do so. Bear in mind, decats may also impact on your warranty if something then goes wrong.
So I think I'd better summarise kind of what I set out to do at the beginning of this video. But basically, the state of this union, it's a healthy one at the moment. No plans to sell the bike, no real issues to resolve. It's the usual ones of wear and tear, some deterioration on some bits. The bike is now 2 years old in actual fact. If you open the throttle, you'll do this. And one thing I haven't really talked about on this bike is it's a 650 single. Does it vibrate? Well, the answer is largely not. There's of course a little bit, but it's certainly not intrusive. It's no worse than other, well, twin cylinder bikes I've ridden, like Grant Bonneville, Kawasaki 650, Ducati Scrambler. So if you've been watching this, thank you very much. Wasn't anything particularly special, just state of the union. This is what I think at this time, at this moment, about my bike, my relationship with it, and are there any plans going forward? So Thank you for coming with me. Hope you'll come with me on the next one. If you do, I look forward to it. Bye for now.